Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And in this one I wanted to take a look at 3 of the Oxford Diecast Volvo Emergency 1 pump ladder fire engines that I have in my collection that I've got so far and give my overall take on this collection that I have. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right on into it. So as you can see, I have 3 Volvo pump ladders, and the one on the far left is from South Wales. The other one in the middle is from Greater Manchester, and the other one on the end is from West Sussex. So I'm going to do now is take a look at each of them individually, show you the models. Now you'll notice that the detailing on these are very different. So that's the main part I'm going to talk about here. So this one right here is from South Wales. As you can see, it's got the writing on it. A little hard to see right there above the locker area. DECYMRU, South Wales. This is a pretty nice one. There is some detailing on the doors, but the writing is so small that even if I zoomed in on it, it probably wouldn't show up. So I'll give it a shot anyway. There we go. It may not turn out very clear, but you can at least see what it says. I don't think it's showing up too well on the back door right there. But there it is. Zoom out now. And try to zoom back in again. So this was the first Volvo FL Emergency 1 pump ladder that I acquired to my collection. It's a pretty nice one. I like it. I like the design. I really like the checkered pattern colors on it. From the front of the cab all the way to the very back. That's pretty nice. I like that detailing on it. And it goes across the locker area too. The writing on the doors is pretty nice. It's a pretty cool part. Also on the cab of the fire engine, I'm going to zoom in. You can see it's got right here, it's got like a little, I don't know what this is, but that's right above the door. It's pretty nice. Also by the mirror. I don't know what that, don't know what that is. That's pretty cool. Zoom out a little bit now. So if you saw the review I did of this one, I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. I already shared the first part of it. Then you got the rear of it here, which is pretty nice. I like the detailing on it. It's also got this nice little detail right here. I noticed that my other Oxford fire engines have the same thing, which is pretty cool. Not exactly certain what that is, but it's pretty nice. The area right at the very back of the pumps, I believe. Then you got these lights here on all 4 corners. It's a little hard. You can kind of see the other one that's hidden behind the tool on the left side right there. It's pretty nice. And then down along the side, it's basically the same thing. It's got the same writing on the doors, the front. It's just there's no little thing hanging right above the front door right here. That's just plain. That's pretty cool. Also, you can see it's got the ladders, and then I'm gonna turn it this way real quickly for like a second, so we get a different view from above, which is pretty nice. You can see it's got not sure what this is right here, like a light or a camera. It's pretty cool. You got small ladder here, another one over there, and then you got this big one, a big old one right in the middle. Not sure if that's a ladder or some other type of contraption that they might use, but it's pretty nice. It's got the gray light bar across the top, which is pretty cool. So that's I'm going to zoom back in. So this is the South Wales one. The next one is the Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service one. This is another one I did a review of. So be sure to go back and check out the reviews I did of this one and the South Wales one on my channel. Should go watch those videos. This is a pretty nice one too. It was the second Volvo FL emergency one pump ladder I got in my collection. It's a pretty nice one. The detail, with the checkered pattern color, it only just goes across the cab. It doesn't go across the lockers, which is a little bit different from the other ones. But this is a pretty nice one. I'm going to zoom in right here towards the very back of it. See, it says Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service. It's pretty nice that it's got it written there, even though it's pretty small. Pretty nice. Going to zoom out. I'm going to zoom in on the cab right here. And you can see it's got the, I don't know what you call it, a symbol or a crest right there on the door, which is pretty nice. Coat of arms, I'm not too sure what it is. That's a pretty nice detail on it. Zooming back out a little bit, as you can see, it's also got this thing right here above the door, front door, just like the one on the South Wales one's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. So this is a bit more of a clear image of it. Zoom out just a little bit more. So it's pretty nice. And then it's basically the same thing at the back of it. You can see it's got this feature right here on it. It's pretty cool. And then you got the area where the pumps are in the back. Then you got the lights in the corners, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice detail on it. And then it's basically the same thing on the other side, which is pretty cool. Except there's no other thing hanging right above here. It's different. And then taking a look from above, it's basically the same thing on the South Wales fire engine. Got like a camera or a light right here. Small ladder, got another one, and then you got this big old, I don't know if it's a ladder or some other type of contraption. That's pretty cool. So it's got that. This one's got the blue light bar across the top, which is different from the South Wales one, which was clear. Oops. Keep it zoomed like that. And then this one is from West Sussex. This was the third one that I got. This is a pretty nice one. Got the checkered pattern color going up and down across from the cab to the back, which is pretty cool. You can easily see where it says West Sussex Fire and Rescue Service. And then right along the cab at the front, you can see it's got the, is that like the symbol or the crest right there on the door. And then that's a nice detail, or UHP. Was it East GRINSTEAD? And then A144, which is pretty cool. Also, it's got the same thing on the other one. It's got this little this black part right here. Not exactly certain what that is, but it has it. It's pretty cool. I'm going to zoom out just for a second, a little bit. Pretty much the same thing along the back. Same contraption. The tool right here. Lights in the corner, and then you got the area with the pump, or the area where they hook up right here at the back, which is pretty cool. Same thing on this side. It's pretty nice, pretty cool. Really like the looks of it. West Sussex Fire and Rescue Service, and then same detailing along the doors, which is pretty cool. Some small writing. I thought there was, no. Zoom back out just a little bit. And then zoom out just a little bit. Before I do, I'm going to take a look at the top. And this is pretty cool here. You see the ladders again. Got the big contraption in the middle. I don't know if that's a ladder or another type of contraption for something. the camera light right there, which is pretty cool. And then this one has like looks like a dark light bar right there across the top, which is pretty cool. A little bit different from some of the other ones. Another thing too, and this is for all of them that I have. I'm gonna zoom out just for a second. Also, as you can, it might be hard to tell across. I'll just take a look at each one individually. Never mind. Right here, this is the South Wales fire engine. You can see right here, it's got this this dark part right here, and then it's got like the gray part right here. I've noticed that some of the other fire engines I have this on it from Oxford. I'm not sure. I think it could be extra lights or something that they have up there. I'm not exactly certain, but that's pretty cool that it has that feature. Also, you can't really tell, but there's like a mirror or something right where my finger is. Try to get the camera up close. Probably won't do much good, but I'll zoom in. As you can see right there, there's like a light or something right by the shield right here. I don't know. At the front, that's pretty cool. And then you see it says Volvo across the front, emergency 1 FL. I know that's hard to read, but that's a pretty nice detail. So it has that. So that's pretty nice. Also on the West Sussex fire engine, I'm going to have to zoom up a little bit more. It says UHP right there along the top part of the fire engine. Pretty cool that it has that there. Pretty nice look. Looks like it's also got the same thing. Looks like an area of extra lights or something like that right there along the top, which is pretty cool. And it also too has the that thing right there by the window, which is pretty cool, hanging from above, which is pretty nice. And then also too on the Greater Manchester one, it's got the same thing. See this black area right here? I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's got another area. It's like maybe some extra lights on top or something like that. Not exactly certain. Just my guess. But it also too has the like another. It's probably hard to tell, but it's basically got the same like mirror, whatever that is, hanging in the window, like right above from the shield, that top black part, whatever it's called. So it's got that. So I love that. So now, having taken a look at all three of these, I did reviews of these a while ago, so please be sure to go back and check out the reviews of these fire engines if you haven't seen them. But I want to say this is a pretty cool collection so far that I have. I know they have one from West Yorkshire, and I'm still looking for that one, but I haven't come across it yet. But I'm really impressed with the Volvo FL Emergency 1 pump ladders that they have made so far. I think these are pretty cool. A lot different from the Scania ones, but I think that these are pretty cool, and it's nice to see something different from Oxford. These are really nicely detailed, really great for 1/76 scale models, and just the features they have on them, along with how nicely detailed they are, they make it, they resemble the real thing. So it's a pretty nice one. So I really like all of these. And just being able to look at some of the differences they have, like with their light bars, how they're different colors, they're pretty cool. So these are pretty nice, and I'm really impressed with this collection, and I can't wait to get more like these. So if you're someone who likes collecting the Oxford Diecast 1/76 scale model emergency vehicles like these ones, I highly recommend getting them, as these would be great for your collection. And this is a pretty nice one I have so far, and I can't wait to see what other ones I come across and the other ones they make in the future. So they're pretty nice. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and favorite, and please be sure to share this around with anyone who you think might like this. And also please be sure to stay tuned for the next one.